Oscar Piastri, F1's sensational rookie. With a rather controversial and loud entry into the Grand Motorsport, Piastri announced his debut in F1. Who is the new rookie? How successful is his career so far? And how has he been doing so far? Stick around to find out. Don't miss the rest of the series Life of an F1 Driver every Tuesday and Friday during the off-season at 6 p.m. GMT. So make sure to subscribe, give us a like and leave a comment so you can enjoy this series and keep coming back to Box here at F1 Box, home of the best Formula One content. His karting era. Piastri's journey into racing began with remote-controlled cars at a national level, and in 2011 he ventured into the world of karting. By 2014, he had turned professional and participated in a range of Australian races and championships. The subsequent year, Piastri expanded his horizons, entering European and other karting championships, sanctioned by CIK FIA. In pursuit of his racing dreams, he relocated to the United Kingdom in 2016, achieving a commendable 6th place finish in the 2016 World Championship held in Bahrain. His junior category. Piastri's racing journey saw him achieve the status of British Formula 4 vice-champion in 2017. However, his true breakthrough came in 2019 when he emerged as the champion of the Formula Renault Euro Cup, notching up an impressive 7 wins and securing 11 podium finishes. The COVID-19 pandemic threw a wrench into Piastri's plans, delaying his Formula 3 debut by several months and compressing the season into a grueling 9 rounds over 11 weeks. Amidst this challenging environment, Piastri distinguished himself as one of the 9 different race winners out of 18 races. He secured 2 victories and 4 additional podium finishes while driving for Prima Racing, ultimately clinching the championship title in a nail-biting season finale. What makes Piastri's achievement even more remarkable is that he never claimed a pole position throughout the season. Instead, he relied on his shrewd tyre management, raw speed, and consistent performance. Consistency in particular stands out as his strongest and most defining attribute, as he finished outside of the points in only 3 races during the entire season. Upon earning a promotion to Formula 2 with Prima, Oscar Piastri strategically leveraged the familiarity and continuity of his relationship with the team to target improvements in his qualifying performance during the pre-season. His diligence paid off handsomely as he achieved a remarkable feat by becoming only the 2nd driver in Formula 2 history to secure 5 consecutive pole positions. This impressive streak stretched from round 4 at Silverstone and extended all the way to the season finale in Abu Dhabi. Unlike his more closely contested Formula 3 title win, Piastri's Formula 2 championship victory was a more straightforward affair. With 6 race wins and an additional 5 podium finishes, he emphatically clinched the championship crown with 2 races to spare. As in his previous championship successes, Piastri's hallmark consistency shone through. He consistently achieved top 5 finishes in 14 out of 23 races, secured at least 1 podium finish in every round, and remarkably finished outside of the points in just 4 races. As a graduate of the Alpine Academy, formerly known as the Renault Sport Academy, Piastri had the opportunity to test the team's Renault RS18 Formula 1 car in 2021. He also participated in the end-of-season F1 Young Driver Test at Abu Dhabi, getting behind the wheel of the Alpine A521. Despite there being no Formula 1 vacancy for Piastri in 2022 and regulations preventing the Formula 2 Drivers' Champion from returning to compete in the series, Oscar remained actively involved as the reserve driver for the Alpine team. However, when Alonso announced that he would be leaving for Aston Martin, Alpine, who had no plans to recruit the young driver, suddenly provided him with a contract. The Australian driver declined the role because he felt insulted by the contradictions within the team. He instead threw an accepted McLaren contract in their face. Unfortunately, this contract came at a price. Fellow Australian driver Daniel Ricciardo lost his assured seat for the next season, even though his contract was still ongoing. His F1 entry. Nonetheless, Piastri's official association with McLaren began at the conclusion of the Formula One season, marking the start of an intensive preparation program. This program included participation in the Abu Dhabi Young Driver Test and several private testing sessions. Notably, Piastri opted to use race number 81 on his McLaren car, a number that held personal significance to him from his karting days. It's worth mentioning that he is the first driver to select and carry the number 81 race numbers since Formula One drivers were given the freedom to choose their own numbers in 2014. Unfortunately, Piastri's debut season hasn't been so smooth, considering that his debut race was soured with a DNF, and though he managed to score championship points in his third race in Australia, he is still yet to show F1 fans what he is capable of, with his best finish being a fourth position at the British Grand Prix. At the British Grand Prix, Piastri qualified a career-best third, but fell to fourth after a pit stop due to a safety car. He finished less than a second behind Lewis Hamilton, marking his best result. Meanwhile, at the Hungarian Grand Prix, he qualified fourth and briefly held second before pit stops, ultimately finishing fifth. In Belgium, Piastri achieved his highest ever starting position, second for the sprint race, one he briefly led but lost to Verstappen after a safety car. Unfortunately, in the main race, he retired on the first lap after colliding with Carlos Sainz. His net worth and assets. With numerous brand endorsements from brands such as HP Turners, Flash Diesel, VCM Performance, Melbourne Malibu, Quadlock, THG and Dubber, combined with his annual salary and bonuses, the 21-year-old is able to amass an estimated net worth of $5 million at this early point in his career. And on his very first day on the job as a McLaren, he was given the McLaren Artura, a new hybrid supercar. The young driver might be a phenomenon in the racing world, but his private life is actually kept under lock and key, with not much being known about his mystery and equally private girlfriend, Lily Znaimer, who is believed to also be about the same age as Piastri. Future prospects in F1. Thankfully, his very controversial contact with the British team secures him a spot up until the end of 2024, provided they don't treat him like they did Ricciardo. Thanks for tuning in. Don't miss the next episode right here at F1 Box.